a short break. We're here, back, ready to go, Kevin. I know I'm excited. We get a great episode. We get the Golden Grab Award. Nearly 3,000 votes. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
We got a great guest of honor here, Greg McKeever from Coaches vs. Cancer, gearing up for those events. Then we get a little Coaches Chalk Talk and Parents Corner, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Steve.
So we're ready to go, break it in. Happy holidays. EG Weekly is here. We're here with Greg McKeever from the American Cancer Society. It's a special week here, getting ready for Coaches vs. Cancer. And Greg, first off, welcome. Thanks for coming in. And tell us a little bit about the American Cancer Society and how you got involved.
Yeah, Steve, thanks so much for having me. Excited to be here. Excited to talk to you and Kevin about the upcoming Coaches vs. Cancer event that we have in a few weeks. And very, very happy and thrilled to have Zero Gravity as a partner with Coaches vs. Cancer and with the American Cancer Society. It really makes a difference and means a lot to us as an organization. The American Cancer Society basically is an organization. Our primary goal is to eliminate cancer as a global health problem, and to really find a cure for cancer. Basically, is our mission. It's as simple as that. And what we do as an organization is a lot of research to fund and search for a cure. But the other thing that we do, I think, that's important, is that we offer a lot of programs and services for those people who are currently dealing with cancer and their family members and their caretakers. We have a lot of different initiatives and programs that help those folks out. So anytime we have an event like the Zero Gravity Tournament or any other Coaches vs. Cancer initiatives, that's really where the money goes, and it really is makes a tremendous impact on the lives of a lot of people.
We all have someone it's touched us and unfortunately had to deal with this terrible disease. And I hear all the time before the spring, before Coaches vs. Cancer tournament, is where do the funds go, and how do people get involved, not just from this event, but in general, how they get involved in to help the fight against cancer?
Yeah, there's a number of different ways for people to get involved. Coaches vs. Cancer is a great way for basketball teams, across the board to get involved in the fight against cancer. Like you said, unfortunately, this is a disease that impacts so many people. Very few of us are immune to it. So this is one avenue. Coaches vs. Cancer is one avenue for folks to get involved and fight back a little bit. There's a number of different volunteer opportunities, whether it's driving folks to and from their cancer treatments through our Road to Recovery program, or just going down to one of our Hope Lodge facilities and serving a meal to the guests and their family members who are receiving treatment. There's a number of different ways for people to get involved and to join in this fight.
How can people find out exactly where to go to get involved?
The best place, just in general, is our website, cancer.org. That has information on all of our programs, services, volunteer opportunities, contact information, and really can point you in the right direction. They can also call our 800 number, which is open 24 hours a day, which is 1-800-ACS-2345. And then we can speak to a cancer information specialist who can point folks in the right direction on volunteering, or whether if they are going through treatment or a diagnosis, they can kind of give those folks some avenues on ways to get help and to get the support that they need.
Now, Greg, with regards to the event on December 11th, talk a little bit about how the event setting has really propelled the American Cancer Society in terms of raising awareness.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's a great opportunity. Events like this, especially where we have multiple teams coming together in one place, it really is a way to galvanize the community and bring people together to rally around this cause. So it's great for us. It's a great opportunity for us to raise awareness to a large group of people who are all coming together to watch a basketball game, but they're also coming together to fight back against cancer. So these type of events are just very impactful for us and do a lot to help what we're looking to do.
And I know, Steve, you could speak to this in the last, really, 5 to 10 years, the growth of Coaches vs. Cancer and that component of the American Cancer Society has been unreal.
It's amazing. I remember 5 or 6 years ago actually coaching in a Coach vs. Cancer game, and the kids, the parents, no one really understood exactly what it was. They might have saw someone on TV with suits and sneakers, but they didn't fully get the concept. And ever since then, now it's a household name.
Sure.
And I just think it's so great for little kids, 8, 9, 10 years old, already getting involved, going out, trying to raise funds. Like teams, we do it for our tournament in April. What team can raise the most funds? Kids actually going door to door and really getting involved and helping the fight. To me, that's a really rewarding thing to see. And you guys have done a tremendous job really growing it. Even in New England now, there's a Coaches vs. Cancer dinner and At the Ryan Center, you guys played.
We had, last year, we had a 5K
Yep.
for Coaches vs. Cancer. We had, obviously, there was one of our games, fully dedicated to Coaches vs. Cancer, and I think, after experiencing that, you just want to do everything you can to help grow it, and an event like this on December 12th is going to continue to do that.
And it really hits you when you're at the event and you see the wall of hope, and you see how many families were impacted in such an awful way, and it really makes you want to do more and more and more. And I know I really try to empower our staff come April. Let's not just run a tournament. It's about impacting lives, and we're really fortunate to do that next weekend.
Greg, how did you get involved in American Cancer Society?
So I started just over a year ago. My background was in college athletics, so I think this transition to Coaches vs. Cancer was a good one for me, just having that athletic background. But wanted to just do something that I felt was making an impact, and really was looking for something specific. Obviously, I've been impacted by cancer just like everyone else, and have had family members and friends who have dealt with the disease, and wanted to do something every day where I felt like I was making a difference. And so this was a great fit for me, and I really enjoyed doing it, and working with the volunteers. Steve and Kevin, you spoke about the success in growing Coaches vs. Cancer, and there's no way that we could do that without our volunteers and the dedication that they show us on a local level. They're really the ones that are making this happen in their communities and in their towns, and that's been one of the most rewarding things, is to work with folks like that who are passionate about this cause and dedicated to it.
Well, Greg, we can't thank you enough for coming in. We're excited, Steve, to get this message out here.
Friday night, December 11th, let's hope as many people in the Zero Gravity community come out and help support cancer, to fight against it, and we'll be right back in April where teams really can get involved in our Coaches vs. Cancer tournament, raising funds and leaving the mass commanders out there with their pink uniforms. It's really a great thing to see.
And we're going to have next week, Steve, we're going to highlight the field in the event so that everybody gets familiar with it.
Yeah.
Obviously, today was about American Cancer Society with Greg coming in.
Well, they focus on the cause. Next week,
Right.
we'll focus on the basketball.
Exactly. Greg, can you just, in closing, I know you gave some information earlier, as far as website, social media, just some important, sources of information for the viewers out there?
Yeah, like I said, the best place probably to start is our website. For Coaches vs. Cancer specifically, it is coachesversuscancer.org. Again, you can call our 800 number, and they can point you in the right direction at any time, which is, again, 800-ACS-2345. We're on Facebook at Coaches vs. Cancer of Massachusetts, and on Twitter at CoachesMA.
Great. Great. Well, Steve, we can't
really appreciate it. Hopefully, we'll have a good turnout for you on the 11th, and just thank you for having us be involved with your great organization.
Thank you guys for all you've done to support our cause and our organization. We're looking forward to a great night on December 11th.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Greg.
Thanks, guys.
We're here with Parents Corner. We got a really interesting one today. I know, Kevin, you're going to get into it a little bit, and then we'll really attack it in depth next week.
Yep. So, Steve, as you know better than anybody at the high school level, have to know and be aware of the eligibility rules.
It's just terrifying when you see a player can jump to the gym, he can do everything right, but they can't play in college. They can't get a free education because they didn't take care of business, middle school, high school. And we got to make sure that doesn't happen to our athletes.
And so what we're going to do, Steve, is next week's episode, we're going to take Parents Corner, we're going to take Coaches Chalk Talk, and we're going to combine them.
Okay.
And we're going to do an eligibility special based on the website that we're going to flash here. And this way, parents can check in, coaches can check in, and everybody will be informed about the non-negotiable rules that you need to know to make sure kids are eligible.
Even for parents to have a middle school player right now go up the ranks, I think it's really important to tune in, catch up on that, because there's so many little nuances. It changes every year.
Yep, you have to know, and like you said, what we don't want kids getting to now junior year and all of a sudden turn around and it's too late.
So let's check out that website, and we'll do a whole special next week, really detailing the process for student athletes.
Right. So, Steve, we got the gut. I got to tell you, I was sitting at home, and I'm not a big college football fan, but I was on SportsCenter, and I see the kicker from Michigan State put one straight through the uprights.
Banged it through
against Urban Meyer.
We called the upset.
You called it.
You know what? It's we're running out of luck, baby, but 19-1 somehow, and not just luck at Michigan State. How about Dave Stimbian last week? I didn't get a loss to the Patriots. I mean, it's just amazing.
Did you, that was a frustrating game.
I mean, clearly I was going to pick Denver, right?
No question. And now, what do you have this week?
Well, we're going to go a little traditional American. Is there anything better than the Army-Navy game?
Great game.
I mean, are you kidding me? The pageantry, the electric atmosphere, and
Yep.
plus for our country, what those kids, my father, when I was younger, took me on a campus tour of Army.
Yep.
Just, I was mesmerized.
Mhm.
The passion, even on buildings, you see in the roof, beat Navy.
It's unbelievable.
They talk all year, they circle the wagons. It's just an amazing atmosphere.
Yep.
And, Navy got whacked pretty good last week against Houston.
Okay.
Kind of ruined their chances of advancing.
Is that right?
Oh, I mean, if they won that game, they had a chance to advance to a New Year's State Bowl.
Wow.
First time a Service Academy's done that in about 20-something years.
Is that right?
It's too bad.
So you're saying Army's in trouble?
Well, after that, they're not happy, and Navy's always been good to me. Coach Joe Burke came from Navy to coach Skidmore, and Coach, we got you this week. Our Army's in for a tough one.
Okay.
Run that option. I like Navy taking this game. It's always a low-scoring game.
Right.
Don't take the points.
Scrapping.
Navy 21, Army 10.
21-10.
Go midshipmen. Lock it in. Navy 24-10.
Now, what about the Pats this week? I know.
Well, is it Foxborough High School or is it New England Patriots? You got Tom Brady. I don't know who else is left. I mean,
Yeah,
we're throwing. We might have Ryan Turp on the right wide receiver and Matty Shock on the left, and maybe we'll put Garth in at running back.
You know what though? He's been used to this his whole career, right?
Yeah, I remember that one year they went from Randy Moss and The Greatest Show on Grass to a bunch of 7th round picks and unrestricted non-drafted free agents.
Yeah.
So
no Edelman, no Gronk.
No Deion Lewis, no Edelman, no Gronk, and I don't think Amendola might play either. So who knows?
Wow.
And you still get some defensive injuries too.
So lucky the Eagles are coming to town.
Thankfully, Uncle Chip Kelly's coming to town, and wow, I bet he wished he'd go back to Oregon. A little Phil Knight money.
You want to talk about a turmoil? Steve.
Oh my God, I can't imagine what those Philadelphia fans are doing to him. I mean,
City of Brotherly Love.
not too much loving going on down there. I mean, we're very lucky the Eagles are coming to town. I was saying to myself, I got to pick against the Patriots this week. Then look at the schedule. Philadelphia Eagles. This is taking candy from a baby.
Back on track.
Back on track. Brady's not going to put up 50 with this offense, but we'll go 27-10 Patriots. Lock it in. 27-10 Patriots, and not that anyone's counting, but 19-1. Who goes 19-1?
You do.
Maybe move me out of Beverly, bring me to Vegas. I don't know.
I like it.
So lock it in. We got the Philadelphia Eagles and your Navy midshipmen. Eagles losing, Patriots winning, and we got Navy beating Army. If it all goes well, we 21-10 sitting here next week on the gut.
I like it, Steve.
Well, Kevin, 30,000 votes. Our fans are insane. Our teams are awesome.
I know.
The passion these programs bring, just brings excitement every day. So we have some results.
We got some results, Steve. It was really exciting the last 10 days to hear all the chatter, the text
The
messages.
excitement back and forth, getting programs rallying, getting on their computers.
Yep.
We're lucky our web server didn't crash.
So, Steve, I'm going to give the category,
All right.
and we'll let you announce the winner. We'll start off with on the boys' side, the best uniforms on the fall circuit.
No surprise. The guest coming up here in a couple weeks. Mass Commanders, the camo. Definitely. That was an easy one.
Camo got it
Yeah,
done,
I
right?
love it.
Steve, best uniforms on the girls' side.
No surprise here. One of their assistant program directors is a executive at Adidas, so shocking that they have great uniforms.
Right.
Boston Bobcats, Tyson and Carey, great job.
Awesome.
Also coming on the show soon, right?
Yep, absolutely. Can't wait. Steve, a fun category, the program on the fall circuit to watch.
Program to watch. This is not really surprise. On the boys' side, Rumble at the Rim, then battle for the belt in their home turf.
Yep.
C4, Austin, great job. That program just continues to evolve.
Great facility.
Awesome. Great facility, coaching, the right mission, just a great program.
Mm-hmm. And then, Steve, how about on the girls' side?
Former guests on the show, their coaches are just out of control good. Coach Jackie Lyons, Coach Latimer, the New England Playmakers on the girls' side, really getting things done. It's impressive to see.
Now, how about the social media presence, Steve, on the fall circuit on the boys' side?
I mean, you won't believe this one. Frank
Frank from the Gladiators.
Eddie Gladiators! How about that?
Frank's got a good Instagram game too, right? Don't sleep on that.
You know what? He works it, baby.
And then what about the social media presence, Steve, on the girls' side?
You know what? I wake up in the morning and I see my little Twitter field light up with 28 tweets, and I what did I miss?
Mhm.
Did Brady get traded? Like, what happened? Coach Andy Sayers.
Right.
No one. He's just passionate about his program, his teams, and he loves Zero Gravity. I love seeing what he has to say on Twitter.
Great job by him. Another good one, Steve. We saw a lot of this action on the path to the belt.
Yeah.
The most enthusiastic fan section on the board.
This might have been an upset. This was fun to see, and you know what? This program, I actually went to sleep last night in a Bay State Flash super fan shirt. I kid you not. I was going to wear it on set today. It's great picking up little gifts from all our favorite teams across the circuit.
Yeah.
They really want this award. They worked hard for it. Their families are into it. They're there early. They're passionate. They're wearing their orange and black. Bay State Flash.
Congratulations.
Great fan section.
And I know, I think you mentioned this on the nominee show, Steve, on the girls' side.
They got picked this one directly.
I think you locked it in.
Boston Showtoppers. Clinton, you know, your parents are really into it. Your fans are into it. And Boston Showtoppers got that done.
Great job. And then, Steve, the last category was Game of the Fall on the boys' side.
Yep. And thankfully, my girls' pick was right. This game is unbelievable. The half-court shot. Envy Roadrunners, beep beep. What? I still can't get over that game.
Yep.
On the boys' side, this is also a great game, also picked by me, by the way. The George Smith overtime buzzer beater, New England Storm, Boston Bobcats.
Yep.
What a game that was.
That's great.
So two great games for the same weekend.
Are we going to add these picks, Steve, onto your gut record? The ones
I like 19-1. I'm not sure I picked them all right. So if you want to count the wins, sure.
Win's a win, right?
Win's a win.
Steve, in all seriousness,
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, and we just want to say thanks to all the programs that participated in the contest and that show so much passion, you know, throughout the fall.
And as cool as this was, presenting the Golden Grabs for the fall here on set, in the spring we get to do the ZG Finals in person, and it's really great to single out some of the teams that come all the way from different areas to finals. So in the spring we'll be having you in your little tux ready to go.
That's right. Can't wait. Thanks again.
We're back with the coach, Coach Tyrone for Coach's Shock Talk. And you get something really interesting today. You were telling me all program language. It's not just about go out, roll the ball, play the game. It's about building a culture.
Right.
And we see people doing the high school and college ranks, but really, club programs should be aspiring to run their programs the same way. So.
Sure. I mean, Steve, when you think about it, you know, a high school program will have 3 teams, right?
Yep.
Whereas a club program, you have anywhere from, 20 to 40 teams.
Or if you're Jim Fox, 250.
Or Jim Fox, 250. But I think that the key is, and just, food for thought, is that, this program language book. What are the terms that you're using in your program that across all levels, kids, boys and girls are using in your program consistently, so that when they get to the 11th and 12th grade, it's just ingrained that they know the fundamental qualities that you want in your program. And what we're going to do, Steve, is we're going to put on our website on ZG Weekly a mock, language terminology booklet. And this way you can look at it and you can tailor it to your program. And we also don't want people to get the wrong message here. Every team's different. Every coach is different, but throughout your program, there are those qualities, there are those words that you want each team to use.
Let's wait till 2 weeks when we're in the ZGEC. We hear everyone using your language.
Exactly right.
Let's see how creative we can get, and I'd love for you to check it out.
Yeah, and I think, just to think of, Steve, some of the things that you think about, like, a program theme. Yeah. So we hear it across the circuit, whether it's family, teamwork, brotherhood, whatever it may be. Does everyone in your program use that word? Does everybody know what that means? And you could take that, from a program theme to the offense to the defense. I'm sure you talk about it all the time, Steve. What are we saying on offense? What are our key words? What are we using on defense? What's our ball screen defense?
What are we calling on dead?
Exactly.
I mean, I think it's about building a culture. And you know what? I'd love to see on a program, take the Central Mass one, for example, 4th graders, calling out the same terminology as the high school guys.
Right.
I think it's great to buy in. It's really about building family and club teams really want to say, hey, how do I keep my players? It's about building a culture,
Right.
and that's what we're looking to see.
So make sure you go on the website, check out our terminology, file and booklet, and hopefully it'll provide some structure and some focus for the programs out there.
It's kind of a blueprint for teams to use and create their own.
Exactly.
You know what? It's been a fun episode. Greg McKeever was great, and
Awesome.
you know what? It's a little quieter. Not ZGEC doesn't start till next weekend. But if you guys are in some mood for some basketball this weekend, come down to St. Andrews, legendary prep school, for the Zero Gravity Prep Classic. Amazing matchups.
Great basketball.
Going over with Adam Sport for many yards. I can't get over how many great games there are.
Yep.
All the Blue Bloods from New England will be there. Hope to see you guys there. If not, we'll catch you next week for ZG Weekly, followed by the ZGEC.
Can't wait.
Thanks again.